good morning, good evening, whenever you're deciding to take our yoga class. My name is Tianna Christine. Thank you for being a part of this Yoga with Tianna experience. So happy to have you here. We're going to rock it out today. It's Memorial Day weekend, so happy Memorial Day. If you happen to be experiencing this in real time, maybe it's not Memorial Day in your country. I know we have a lot of people from all over who are joining us, from Ecuador to, London, to Ukraine, to all the places. So I know that we have people from all over. So feel free, come on in, say hello. I do interact live within the chat. So if you are live, go ahead and say hello for me. Say hello the best way that you know how. I'm so happy to have you. I was thinking okay, maybe my throat, maybe my nose. I was experiencing a little something, but it wasn't a lot. So if you hear me sniffle a bit, it's probably allergies. But that's what happens, of course, with the seasons changing and all the things. So I'm so grateful to have you here. I see we already got some people on. So yes. I see we got my moderator saying, great morning, let's roll. Yes, with the Happy Memorial Day post. We're honoring those who are no longer here. So we definitely send them lots of love and lots of energy. Thank you to CS Sky. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Yes, Tina Turner. Oh, I'm still sad about it. Still sad about it. I have little coasters that I have in my home. And I don't have her actually here. But I have the greats like Dorothy Dandridge. And I keep them as little coasters. I got it from a thrift store years ago. And Tina Turner is one of those. And Whitney Houston, who's a part of that coaster set. All right. Good morning, Brandon. Hello. All right. Oh, we got Dre Baby. Hey, girl. Hey. All right. We got Latoska. Hello, the yoga teacher who does real estate. Hello, Latoska. I hope that you are well and also getting ready for your class. I know that you also do a class. All right. Are we ready? So yesterday, the intention word was indulge. And you know what I indulged in? Some rest, a little bit of self-care. I went on a nice little walk yesterday morning. That was really nice. It was nice to get back into the flow of things. So I was enjoying that. So we're going to see, of course, what today's intention word is. All right, something good, because I'm feeling good. I feel like, I want to be able to get into a nice flow today. I think last week we did a feel good flow, but I've been feeling good. So I want to keep this feel good going. Alrighty. Let's see here. I think I'm feeling this one. All right. Now, I know that I said last week we were going to do some balancing postures, and guess what? We didn't do any. So let's do some today. And I'm feeling in a little bit of a Yo Lattes mood. So if you're familiar with yoga, maybe you're a little bit familiar with Pilates, and you are probably very familiar that I like to merge some of the two. And we do a little Yo Lattes a lot. So I don't even know what the word is, so we're about to find out together. Okay, I like it. I love it. I love and I'm reading a book right now that talked about serendipity. And this one really kind of feels good to me. So today's intention word is imagine. Oh, gotta get it into focus. There we go. Imagine. Imagine is the word. Today's intention word. And I want you to imagine maybe that you're somewhere nice. Maybe imagine this great food you're getting ready to eat for the weekend. If it's cookout, if it's cooking, if it's just going to a nice restaurant. Let's imagine the possibilities. Imagine what our life looks like 5 years from now. Because I'm pretty sure 5 years ago, you were imagining a life. So let's take a little imagination trip here. I love to do that. So, alrighty. We got Tamisha. Hello. Good morning, Tamisha. All right. Latasha said, yes, I am. Alrighty, I got you. Yes. All right. Thank you, Twitch, with the word. Today's intention word is imagine. I thank you so much, C.S. Scott, as well. All right. I'm going to say this so many times, but I love that we have people who come on live, who experience this live. Now, I know this to my replay. If you are watching this on the replay, say replay in the comments. I do respond to everything, but it's so nice to be able to get all that live engagement because it's lit live, okay? I love to see it live. All right, we even got Michael Washington. Hello, good morning. We're going to have a great class today. We're going to have an awesome class today. All right. So we got everything we need. I'm backing it up, getting back on the mat. All right. Whew. It always feels good to be back into the studio. It's nice to be back into a space that I feel comfortable in, that I know the technology, I can put things on the screen. I got the music going, I got the microphone. I love it. I love being back in the studio. And speaking of microphone, I'm just going to bring it a little bit closer so that you can hear me loud and clear. All right? So get everything you need, all the things you need. Again, like I said, we are going to do some balancing today. So go ahead and get that wall handy. Feel free if you'd like to get that wall handy so that you can balance. If you'd like to get a chair, feel free to do that as well. Whatever that feels good to you, I want you to do that. All right. So go ahead and allow yourself to come down to a nice comfortable seat. All right. And we're just going to imagine for a second that we are sitting out, maybe in the grass, maybe by the beach. We feel the breeze blowing. And if you don't feel the breeze blowing, maybe you should turn that fan on because we are going to heat it up just a little bit. I'm not going to promise that this is going to be a light posture and movement practice today. We are going to have a little bit of fun. So go ahead, get your fan on. If you don't already have it on, go ahead and grab it. All right? You've been warned. Now let's go ahead and settle ourselves in. Get yourself more relaxed. Any comfortable seat will do. And just take a moment and come to your breath. So let's inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let it out. Oh, that feels good. Can we do 3 more cleansing breaths just like that? So however it is for you, inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let it out. 2 more just like that. Maybe you close your mouth, maybe you don't. And 1 more just like that. Just allow yourself to come down. Allow your body to mentally arrive here in this space. Just noticing maybe if you're holding tension anywhere in the body, feel free to release that. Maybe even this cross-leg position, if that doesn't feel good to you, go ahead and release it. All right, I want you to imagine your body as comfortable as you can get it. All right. We're taking that opportunity to just relax here. As your body starts to mentally be here in this space, I want you to just take a second and just imagine. Imagine this weekend. Maybe you're in for a 3-day weekend. Maybe this is just an evening practice. Wherever you are, however you're experiencing this today, I want you to turn on that creativity portion of your imagination, of your brain. I want you to listen for sounds. I want you to experience the breeze blowing against your body. I want you to imagine how the chest feels to rise and fall. Nice and easy, nice and smooth. Just allow your body to sink in here. Sit bones nice and even. With every exhale, your shoulders just relaxing a little bit more. Those knees just relaxing a little bit more. We're settling into our practice. All right. So we're going to use that imagination. Maybe as we modify throughout our practice. Maybe as we just allow ourselves to have a little bit of fun. And with that being said, let's inhale in. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Stretch the back of the neck. Inhale, bring the chin up. Maybe you're imagining that you're looking at the sun. Maybe not just the ceiling. Exhale, take it back to neutral. Right ear, right shoulder. All right, we're going to try not to force it, nor are we going to bring that shoulder up to meet our ear. If it doesn't reach, that's all right. Take it back to center, over to the opposite side. Take it back up to center. Let's move those shoulders all the way up towards our ears. Let's bring it all the way in. Exhale, bring it down. All right, let's inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Gaze up towards the hands. Maybe we interlace our thumbs. Relax the shoulders away from our ears. Let's take a moment, hinge over to our right side. Now remember, I'm your mirror, so my left, your right. Maybe we turn that gaze towards the ceiling, stacking our shoulders. Take it back to center. Take one full cycle of breath. Exhale, go towards the opposite side. Again, turn the gaze towards the ceiling. And on that inhale, come right back up. Exhale, roll out the wrist on the way down. Whew. Warming up those arms, right? Is your arm starting to burn a little bit? That's okay. Move your shoulders. All right. Take a pause. Go the opposite way. There we go. All right. Can we bring those feet out in front of us? Just take a moment here. Wiggle our toes. Let's bring those knees over to one side. Let's take our tabletop position. So our tabletop position, I want us to first get a little bit of strength in our wrist. Move our wrist around. So we're going to take one hand. I'm going to start with my right. Bring it under. Just allow that hand to, the top of the hand to stretch. So the top is going to be down onto the wrist, onto the mat. No weight bearing here. Just feeling that stretch along the top of the arm. Release it. Let's shake it out. Take it down. We're going to go to the opposite hand. Flip the hand up. Feel that stretch. All right. Let's shake it out right here. I want you to bring your hands right underneath of your shoulders. Knees stack right underneath of your hips. Let's start our cow-cat. So inhale, lower the belly. Take the gaze up. Exhale, arch the spine, chin to chest. Inhale and reverse. Exhale and arch. I want you to hold this one. Hold it here, 2 cycles of breath. Pressing away with the fingertips. Chin to chest, tuck the tailbone in. And reverse. And we're going to hold this one as well for a little bit here. Release those shoulders. And reverse. And one more. Let's take it back to our neutral spine. Let's start to move those hips in a circle. We're working out all the snap, crackle, pops this morning. Keep moving your body. Take a second here. We're going to pause wherever you are. We're going to reverse the circles. Remember, nice audible breath. And we're going to bring those hips towards the heels. Take it back for a child's pose. Walk the hands out in front. Take the forehead down towards the mat. Take a moment here and breathe. If your hip is really high, feel free to bring those knees out nice and wide, big toes to touch. Feel free to relax your chest a little bit deeper. Release the forearms. Let your chest relax. Let's walk our hands over to the right side. Gently back to center and over to the left. Gently back to center. Maybe the hands go down a little bit deeper. Maybe you're able to relax into this posture a little bit more. Gaze towards the hands. Walk the hands towards the body. Come up into your seated hero pose here. It's all right if those quads are a little bit tight, if those hips are a little bit tight. That's all right. We move with our body. Let's take those knees back together. Let's come back to our tabletop position. Let's tuck our toes. So we're tucking our toes. Shift the weight back for a toe stretch here. That may be tight. That's okay. Rock it out from left to right. So we want to start to get that movement, get that blood flowing down towards the feet. All right, walk it back out. We're going to keep our toes tucked as we come to our first downward facing dog of our practice. Now this is the first one. Let's pedal our feet out here. Pedal your feet, bending opposite knees. Just allowing the back of your legs to get a nice little juicy stretch. Then start to bring those heels to stillness. Shift the weight back towards the heels. Let's keep a nice generous bend into our knees. This is our first one. Maybe you walk the feet in. That's okay. I want you to continue to push those hands away towards the back of your mat. Take the gaze from the toes up towards the knee. Bring the chin to the chest. Gaze up towards the hips and the thighs. Let's take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, let's bring the weight back towards the heels just a little bit more. Draw the belly in. Let's walk the hands towards our feet. We're in our forward fold at the back of our mat. Rock it from left to right. Just feel free to let your body hang here. Grab opposite elbows. Shift the weight into the balls of your feet. Let your head relax. Rock from left to right. Taking one more full cycle of breath. Release the hands. We press into the feet. Keep a slight bend into your knees. We're going to curl all the way up nice and slow. Nice and slow. Our head's going to come up last. When our head comes up, we bring those arms up overhead. Gaze up towards the ceiling or the sky. Press the hips forward. On that exhale, let's bring the hands down. We rock it out right here. Let's take a walk to the front of our mat. Are we ready for our sun salutations? Now, these are always great ways to warm up your body. You want to give yourself a little bit of room to come down. I love to start my vinyasa flow with a sun salutation. Let's do at least 5 of those so we get our body really warmed up, all right? Bring those feet hip distance apart together, or whatever feels good for you. Again, if we bring those feet together, our center of gravity may be a little off. So you can always bring that center of gravity to the middle by bringing those feet out hip distance. Our toes are going to track forward. Alrighty? Let's bring those arms up overhead, extended mountain. Inhale in. Exhale, we hinge at the hips. We bring it down, all the way down for our forward fold. Take the hands to the shin or the ground for a flat back here. Let's plant the hands. Our first one, we come to our tabletop position. Just allow ourselves to just hang out here for a second. Now from here, you can decide what you want to do. You can tuck your toes, push back to your downward facing dog, or maybe you'd like to bring those knees back just a little bit so we can begin to shift the weight forward, bringing those shoulders over wrist. Maybe you bring yourself down all the way to the ground. Maybe you gently lift the chest for a baby cobra here with those elbows in. And then you tuck your toes and you come to your downward facing dog, whatever feels good to you. Together, let's take 2 breaths right here. Maybe those heels come down, maybe they do not. We're not forcing anything here. And let's come to a forward fold, front or back of your mat. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, let's go right back into it, forward fold. Let's take a flat back. Plant the hands, we step it back, we flow it out however we want to. You can come here to your plank pose. However feels good to you, you can push it back to downward facing dog. If you're here in your plank, let's shift the weight over the balls of our feet. Bring ourselves down, maybe for a chaturanga. Here we hover with our elbows in, upward facing dog. Press up. And then together we come to our downward facing dog. We all meet here. Let's take 2 breaths here together. Forward fold, however you'd like to get there. Inhale, bring it all the way up. All right, exhale, forward fold. Is this number 3? Keep me honest. Keep me honest with the count. Flat back right here. Plant the hands, we step it back, we flow it out however you'd like to flow. Again, if you're in your chaturanga, we shift the weight over the balls of the feet. Lower it down, elbows are in. We hover here, strong back and lift up. Upward facing dog right here. Take it back, downward facing dog. Take your 2 breaths with me. Remember to tuck your chin. Gaze up towards your belly. Take your forward fold, front or back of your mat. Inhale, let's bring it all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Is this number 4? All right, keep me honest. Take a flat back, plant the hands. We flow it out. Again, we meet however we want to meet, but we're all going to meet in downward facing dog. So however you'd like to get there. Let's take our 2. Forward fold. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, last one. Remember that hinge at the hips. Hinge at the hip. Forward fold. Let's take our flat back. As we walk, step, or jump it back and flow it out. All right, let's take 2 right here. Come to your forward fold, walk, step, or jump to the top. Inhale, let's come all the way up. Exhale with those hands to heart center. Just take a moment here. Allow your breath to come back. All right, we breathe. There we go. Now I want you to just allow those hands to come down by your side. Take a moment, shake out those hands. We did some work with our hands today. All right, just take a moment here. We're gonna bring those feet hip distance, maybe together, whatever feels good to you. I want you to focus on something that isn't moving. All right, we're here getting ready for our balancing. Now remember, I told you we were going to focus on a little bit of balance today. So this one is the first in our series, all right? So we're going to warm up this series. We're going to start to introduce a little bit of leg action into some of this balance. But first, I want us to start at the beginning. So just start to ground yourself. I want you to look down at your feet. Are your feet, all 4 corners of your feet, on the ground? Are your toes gripping into the mat? Maybe you want to lift those toes up off the ground really quickly. Are you off balance? Then maybe all 4 corners of your feet are not on the mat. Toes are not included in those 4 corners. Now let's lower our toes down and then grip them into the mat. If you have long toes, this is why. It's a grip, all right? If you have socks on, maybe take your socks off. Take a moment here and just ground. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you don't. If your eyes are closed, I want you to open them. I want you to focus on something that's directly in front of you. Something that is not moving. And I want you to just focus on that. We're going to start by just lifting our right heel up. Just lift that right heel up. If it cracks, that's okay. Just notice how that weight is distributed here. Let's take it down. Let's lift the opposite heel up. Notice if the weight distributed. Notice if it was a little snap, crackle, pop. That's all right. Let's lower it down. Let's start to bring our right knee in towards the chest. Now remember, we're focusing on something that is right in front of us, something that isn't moving. Feel free to grab a chair, a wall handy. All right, so I'm going to bring my feet together because my center of gravity is here for me to be able to not shift. So however that feels good to you, I'm going to bring it up. All right, whatever feels good to you. It's okay if we wobble. That is completely fine. If you want to bring your hands out or maybe hold on, that is okay. We're going to hug the knee into our chest. Hug it in. Keep breathing here. I want you to notice how that standing leg feels. I want you to get all of that pressure into that standing leg. I want you to rise. We're not going to collapse into the hip. I want you to rise. I want you to find length here. On that exhale, I want you to release your hands. And with control, we start to bring that knee down with control. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. As we bring it down, let's pedal our feet out right here. Whew. Even if you didn't get into that pose, I want you to imagine it, okay? All right, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Are you ready? Same thing. Bring the knee up. Let's hug the knee all the way into the chest. Maybe one side is different, and that's okay. That is all right. Continue to hold it here. Again, we're going to find that length. We're going to get tall. Grip your toes. It's okay if you fall. Come right back. If you'd like to hold on to something, hold on. Keep breathing. Take one more full cycle of breath. Remember, we're finding length. We're drawing the strength from that standing leg. I'm stalling so that we can continue with this posture. And nice and controlled. I want you to let it down. Nice and controlled. All right, let's pedal the feet. Let's move the hips. All right. So we're going to use that, but we're going to put that in our flow. It may come a little bit easier to you, but wherever you are, I want you to make sure you get close to your wall, all right? Let's start in our flow. We're going to come back to that posture, but I wanted us to first get the foundation of where we're going. Inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale and forward fold. Let's take our flat back here. We plant it back. We step it out. We meet in downward facing dog. However you'd like to get there. All right. As we arrive here, let's go ahead and take our 2 breaths. We're going to lift up our leg. Let's open it out for a 3-legged dog. Just let that hip open. Maybe we gaze underneath our underarm. Let's bring the leg through. Frame the hands. Very nice. I want you to stay right here. Let's start to drop the hip a little bit. Drop your hip. Let's get that lunge action here. We're here in our runner's lunge. Ooh, that feels good to me. I don't know about you. Let's begin to shorten the distance between that back leg. So let's gently bring that back leg in. Let's start to rise all the way up. High crescent lunge here. Bend into your front knee. Let's take a moment here. We're going to bend into that front knee. I want you to shift the weight forward into that front knee. On that back foot, we're going to bring that back foot in. Let's hug the knee into our chest. Woo. We're back where we were, right? How did we get here? How did we get here into this pose? Keep breathing. Keep focusing on that drishti point. Now with control, because we did it with control before. With control, we're going to lower it down and we're going to step it all the way back. We're going to come back to that lunge. All right? Woo, how was that? Did that feel good? Did it feel awkward? Well, don't worry, because we're going to do it 2 more times. So I want you to get settled here into that lunge. Maybe you have some blocks here. That might help you out a little bit. That's okay. Bring those blocks in. That's going to make sure you get that form nice and right. All right, take a second. And for your blocks, if you have them, you can bring them out to the side. I want to make sure that you don't kick it over when you bring that foot in. All right, let's come up for our high crescent lunge here. Keep breathing. Make sure that knee is over ankle. We're going to shift the weight forward. Maybe you bring your hand down to your thigh. I want you to begin to bend into that front knee. Push off the back knee. Bring the knee back into the chest. Now, how did this one go? Was it a little bit easier? All right, keep breathing. You got this. And remember, we're going to go ahead and kick it back. So nice and controlled. Let's release. Let's take the foot back. Let's come back to our lunge. All right. Take a breath. And let's come back up for our high crescent lunge. You got this. Are you ready? Let's take it down. Sometimes it's easier to push off if we bring our hands to our thigh. So you can bring that hand to the thigh, begin to shift it forward. We're kicking off that back foot. Let's bring it in. Oh, nice and controlled. You got this. I'm right here waiting on you. And let's begin to bring it down. Remember, nice and controlled. We take it back. We come back into our lunge. Again, you can come back onto those blocks. You can take them in high, in medium, or in low position, whatever feels good to you. On that exhale, I want you to gently begin to come off of your blocks. Take your hands down. We're going to step the front foot back to our downward facing dog. Let's pedal our feet. Shift the weight into the heels. Come to your full downward facing dog. Gaze up towards the belly. We're going to lift the opposite leg up this time. Bend it open, three-legged dog here. Let's bring that foot forward. Bring it in to frame the hands. Again, we're in that low crescent lunge. Just allow yourself to get comfortable here. Now again, your hands can be down, framing your foot. Maybe you have your hands on a block. That's also good, whatever you like to do. Listen to your body. Once you get nice and grounded here, we're going to begin to bring ourselves up. High crescent lunge. All right, are we ready to kick off of this one? Again, you can bring those hands down onto the thigh, lean it forward, bend into your front knee. We're going to push off the back. Let's hug it in. Nice and controlled here. All right, how did it go? It's all right if you need a second, I'm right here. All right, let's hug it in. Are we ready to push it back? Nice and controlled. Let's begin to push it back. We come back into that crescent lunge, back into that low lunge position right here. All right. Take a moment, come back to your breath. Did you turn your fan on? I tried to tell you, I tried to warn you. All right, remember we have 2 more of those, right? All right, let's start to bring it up. Breathe, get grounded into that front foot. We're rooted onto the ball of our back foot. Let's bring those hands down onto the thigh. Shift the weight forward. We're kicking off of the back foot. Bring it in. Woo. All right. It's all right if the balance isn't there. You bring it back. You center. Remember, we're focusing on something that isn't moving in front of us. Keep breathing. On that exhale, let's bring it down. Remember, we step it back nice and controlled. We come back into that crescent lunge. You got this. You got this. Take one more full breath, and let's go ahead and bring it up to a high lunge. Take the hands down. Remember, let's shift the weight forward. Press into the front foot. Kick off the back. Let's bring it in. Now, one side is always a little bit off, just like here. You just bring it back. That's okay. However you'd like to do it. Remember to keep breathing. Focusing on your drishti point. Focus on something that's directly in front of you that isn't moving. On that exhale, let's release the leg. Let's go ahead and bring it back with some control. Come back into your lunge. All right, let's start to bring the hands down. Step the front foot back. Downward facing dog right here. Let's pedal out our feet. Let's drop our knees. Take a moment, untuck the toes. Give it a rock from left to right. Ooh, you deserve that one, right? That was work. You can go ahead and move your blocks off to the side. All right, we're going to take our right hand. Let's go ahead and sweep it up. All the way up towards the ceiling. Maybe gaze up if that feels good. And then we're going to thread that hand underneath the left. Bring the forehead all the way down. Bring the shoulder down. Walk the top hand up. Thread the needle a little. Maybe you bring that forehead down. Maybe you look off towards that hand. Stretch out the back and the shoulders. Bring that front hand all the way back towards your head. We're going to use that to push ourselves up as we bring that right arm back up overhead. Sweep it back up. Take the hand down. Give it a little rock. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite hand. So sweep the left arm up. Remember, one side may be different and that's okay. Know your max. Listen to your body. Let's thread the hand under. Bring the forehead and the shoulder down. Again, walk that top arm up. Remember to keep breathing. No strain here on your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. We're going to walk that top hand back towards our head. Gently press into the hand as we lift up. Let's start to bring that arm back up overhead. Exhale, let's take it down. Let's give it a rock from side to side. Shift the weight back. Let's come back to our child's pose. Knees out as wide as our mat. Shift the weight back into the heels. Let's walk the hands out in front. Now we come back to the same posture that we did at the beginning of our practice. Maybe noticing if it's a little bit easier the second time around. Gently walking our hands over towards the right. Coming back to center and over towards the opposite side. And bring it back to center. Bring the gaze towards the hands. Let's walk the hands back towards our body. We're back into that seated hero pose. How does it feel this second time around? Does it feel a little bit nicer? Feel about the same? However it feels for your body, that's all right. Rock from left to right. Let's bring the knees to one side. Let's go ahead and bring the feet around. Bring it around in front. I'm going to shift my weight forward and shift myself forward towards the front of my mat. My feet are going to be at the front of my mat. I want you to bring those hands underneath the thighs. Let's start to extend those arms out as we bring ourselves all the way back. Take your knees with you. Hug your knees into your chest. Give it a rock from left to right. Really massage out the lower back. Let's hug our knees in. I want you to take those knees towards the ceiling this time. Knees still together. I want you to make circles in the ceiling. So imagining that you're making a nice circle. We have to keep our knees together for our circle. And let's pause wherever we are. We're going to go the opposite way with our circle. Our hands can be on a T, on a triangle, wherever we are. All right. Let's hug our knees into our chest. Let's extend out one leg as we hug in the other. Doesn't matter which one, we're going to do both, so don't worry. Let's cross our knee over our body. Let's let that knee come over. Turn back towards your back hand. Look away from your knee. Your hand can be on your thigh as long as it's not your knee. Just take a moment here. See if you can find length between the rib and the hip. Just finding a little bit of length here. We don't want to compress in. Find that length. Gently come back onto your back. Hug your knee into your chest. I want you to let this knee now fall over to the outside. Imagine that you're doing a tree pose on your back. So open up that knee to tree pose. How does that feel here? Continue to breathe. Gently hug that knee into your chest. We're going to reach down. We're going to grab the top of the foot. So grab the top of the foot here. Bring that knee towards the mat. This is our half happy baby pose here. So feel free to bring that knee down to whatever feels comfortable for you. We're starting to get that hip flexor moving. Yes. Start to stretch on that hip. Maybe if it feels good, you can slowly begin to start to extend the leg. Again, you're not going to extend it fully, but just nice and slow. 1 inch at a time. You can start to straighten the leg. Again, this is to your comfort level. So feel free wherever your max is. Just hang out right there. We let the breath, we let gravity take over here. We're not forcing anything. We take it nice and slow. That hamstring may be talking to us. We just allow our bodies to just feel it out. In whatever way our body likes for us to be in this position today. Just take another full cycle of breath wherever you are. And on that exhale, let's start to bring it back in. Slowly begin to bring that knee back in towards your happy baby. Again, as slowly as you came into it, you come out of it. Begin to hug that knee back into the chest. Give it a rock from left to right. We'll inhale in. We'll exhale. We'll swap out the legs. So lower down the opposite leg. Bring in the opposite knee. Again, let's start to cross that knee over our body. Let it cross. Let it fall. Look back towards your back hand. Look away from your knee. Find that length between the knee, the hip, the rib, and the hip. There we go. I got it now. And most importantly, remember to breathe. Inhale in. Exhale, we come back onto our back. All right. Let's hug and hold the top of the foot. Hold the top of the foot. Oh, we did not do our tree pose. Let's come into our tree pose. There we go. I knew I was missing something. You kept me honest. Tree pose right here. Open it up. Maybe even you take your hands over top of your head. Let your shoulders relax. You let that hip open up. Maybe you start to press that knee down. Press the knee into the mat. You'll start to feel it right there. Release the press. Let's start to hug that knee back into the chest. Oh, yes. Now we can hug the top of the foot. Hold on here. Bring that knee down towards the mat. Happy baby pose right here. You're really going to start to feel that stretch. And again, if it feels comfortable to you, you can start to extend that leg. Again, nice and slow. 1 inch at a time. I want you to really begin to listen to your body here. Maybe you can't go as far on this side, and that's okay. Maybe this is your side, and maybe you can take it out a little bit further on this side. Listen to your body. Once you've met your max, just hang out right there. Just remember to take your breaths. Remember to continue to breathe. I'm going to take one more full cycle of breath wherever you are. And let's start to bring it right back in. As slowly as we came in, we start to come out of it. Start to bend that knee. Start to bring that heel a little closer to your body. Again, this is nice and slow. 1 inch at a time. Listen to your body. Once it comes in, let's hug that knee into our chest. Give it a rock from left to right. Hugging both knees into our chest this time. Release your hands. Keep your knees into your chest. Let's release our hands out. Bring your knees over to one side. Supine twist. Look away from your knees. Keep breathing. Keeping those knees together, bring them back to center. Come onto your back. The knees are in toward your chest with no hands. Bring it over to the opposite side. Nice and fluid movement. Looking away from your knees. You got this. Relax your shoulders. Drop your hips, relax your jaw. We're finding expansion in our body. We're finding ease into our body. Take one more full cycle of breath. And then we inhale in. Keep the knees together. Knees to the chest. Come back onto your back. Let's extend those feet up overhead. Keep the feet together. Flex the toes. Back towards your body. Our lower back is on the mat. Point the toes up together. Keep the feet and the legs together as much as possible here. All right, let's start to make circles in the ceiling with our feet. We're keeping those legs glued together. We're just making our circles. Maybe you turn the palms down to help you with these circles. Remember, the lower back is on the mat. So if the lower back starts to come off, I want you to make your circle smaller. Let's pause wherever we are. We're going to go the opposite way with our circles. Circle in the ceiling. Remember I said we were doing a little yo lattes? This is the latte. Remember when we extended and we brought that knee into the chest? That was the latte. All right. Pause. Let's bring those knees in towards the chest. Remember our hands are still down. Extend your feet back up. Flex your toes. Point your toes up. Ooh. Remember we're pressing into that lower back. We're going to lower our feet down just about 6 inches. It's still up. Take it back up to the top. Lower it down about 6 inches. Take it right back up to the top. A little bit more lattes. Lower down a little bit lower this time. Take it right back up to the top. We're going to do that 2 more times. Lower it down a little bit more. And let's take it right back up to the top. Lower it down a little bit lower this time. And let's take it right back up to the top. And this time we're going to lower it maybe 6 inches from the ground. Lower it 6 inches from the ground. Are we shaking? Let's take it right back up to the top. Hug your knees into your chest. Give it a rock from left to right. All right. Now this time we take our full happy baby pose. So we hold on to the tops of our feet. Let's bring those knees down towards the mat. Pressing our knees into the mat. Just take a moment here. Maybe you gently rock from left to right. Whatever feels good to you. Bringing one heel in, extend the other one out. Take the opposite heel in and extend the other foot out. Again, it doesn't have to get straight. You listen to your body. Take it right back in. Maybe we extend both legs out, whatever feels good to you. And let's take it in, all the way in. We bring the feet down, knees bent, feet flat on the ground. Walk those heels in towards our body. We take a bridge pose here, so bring those fingers towards the heels. Walk it in. Press into the feet. Feet are tracked forward. Lift through the hips. Remember, you can press those hands down or bring those elbows in, whatever feels good. Let's lift up a little bit higher. Take a full cycle of breath. Maybe we lift up a little bit higher. And on that exhale, we release it down. Lower back in contact with the mat. Give it a windshield wiper rock from left to right. Again, let's do that one more time here. So walk the heels in. Hands come down or elbows come down. Press into the feet. Let's lift the hips. Relax the head. Release the jaw. Let's lift it up a little bit higher. Let's press into the feet again. Let's lift up a little bit higher. Let's give it all that we got. And on that exhale, let's release it all the way down. Bring the feet out as wide as your mat. Bring the knees in together. Oh, relax here. Take a moment. Let's lift the knees up. We're going to take the soles of our feet to touch. Butterfly out your knees. Maybe you take your Savasana right here. Maybe you take some blocks and maybe you bring them to the outside of the knees, high, medium, or low position, so that we're holding on and letting those knees relax wherever you are. So if you'd like to take your Savasana pose just like this, feel free. If those feet start to slide forward, that's okay. Release the tension. Let the hands relax. We're coming back to our breath. I want you to just imagine your body releasing the tension. So releasing the tension from your feet, allowing them to fall forward. Maybe you take your legs down, whatever feels comfortable for you. Releasing the tension from your knees, letting them soften and release out. Letting your hips be relaxed and open with every breath. Uncurling your fingers. Letting your hands get soft as they open up to receive the energy, the softness, the ease in our body. Turning our attention to our lower back. On the exhale, releasing any leftover tension you may have in your lower back. Melting shoulders down into the mat. Allowing your chest to open. Gently unclenching your jaw. Let your head melt. Find the ease even with your ears. Imagine that you're allowing the energy, the breath, the oxygen to even flow out of your ears. Maybe you noticed your ears were a little bit clogged. Allowing those eyes to soften. Unclench your jaw. Let's take 2 breaths in silence. Maybe just even remembering those that are no longer here. Bringing awareness back to your breath and back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Slowly give it a rock from left to right. Move your block if you have it. Roll over to one comfortable side. Cradle your head. Using that top hand, let's push ourselves up to a nice comfortable seat. Bringing your hands to heart center, your thumbs to your chest. I want you to thank yourself for showing up for you today. I want you to thank your body for showing up for you. Maybe it showed up in ways you weren't aware. And most importantly, I thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. I want you to take this energy with you off the mat and share it with others, because energy is infectious and we want to share the good stuff. I can't wait to practice with you again. Until next time, namaste. All right, I told you this was the Feel Good Flow. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you at least got something out of it, maybe for the arms, for the legs, a little bit of balance in there. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. It's one of those things that we really just don't know how it's going to affect us until we really get into it, right? We really get into the practice and then we're like, oh man, it's great. I want to keep going. I want to do more of it. So that's definitely how we do it. So, all right. Whew. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay. Twitch said our possibilities are endless. I love it. All right. Dre Baby said, yes, the lunches were getting me hot. I told you, that fan, it's everything. You have to turn the fan on. You have to. The fan is necessary. It is a necessary thing. I'm going to bring my microphone here so that you can hear me a little bit better. All right. Tamisha said, thanks and have a great weekend. Yes, enjoy your weekend. This is a 3-day weekend if you are watching this live. Yes. Twitch said, have a great weekend, Tamisha, and enjoy. And have a great weekend, everyone. All right. All right. Oops, so we got someone new. We got Bima, hashtag Will. All right. Says, good morning, everyone. And Miss Tianna, sorry I missed the live, but we'll catch up shortly. Have a great and safe long weekend, y'all. Thank you, Tianna. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bima. I think this is a new person. So once you are here, you are family. So just know that you are here, your family. I'm so grateful that you're here. So grateful to have you here. So thank you for that. All right. Jackie said, good job, Cuts. Thank you so much. Grand Rising to you. All right. We got some new people here. RF Fun. Thank you. It was great. Thank you for being here. So grateful to have you. All right. Feeling good. I love it. I love it. Feeling good. All right. Twitch said, great practice. Great for balance. Stretches for the back and hip. All right. We're getting it going. We are getting it going. I'm so grateful to have you. So grateful that you're here. I want to make sure that I turn up the bed. And I didn't get a chance. This was one that I didn't get a chance to talk about even last week. And I want to get to like a happy song before I bring us out of here. So I'm looking for a nice one. I've been playing around with some different music. So I want to make sure that I get to a good one. But anyway, all right. I want to come up. I want to stand. I want to thank the Print Champs for my shirt. You maybe cannot see because I have it so bright in here. I'm going to bring it down a little. Let's see. Let's see if you can see it. I don't know if you were able to see it, but thank you to the Print Champs for this nice shirt. I love it. Even has my logo on the back. You probably cannot see it, but I thank the Print Champs for hooking me up as they always do. I thank you so much for that. Print Champs is always there to help me out. So I thank you so very much. If you're interested in getting some merch, feel free to reach out to the Print Champs. They're definitely the ones that I go to for my merch. They are my go-tos. All right. I'm getting up out of here. We're going to be... we got the welcomes. All right, welcome newbies. You family now. That's right. Once you're here, you're family. So welcome. Keep coming back. Remember, tell a friend to tell a friend. All right, we're getting started. Now I'm going to be out and about. You're going to see me in a couple different places. I'm back on the roof this summer, so you're going to see that. And when I'm on the roof, it's going to be maybe some 30-minute classes because I tell you, it gets hot. It gets hot on the roof. So feel free to stay tuned on all the places that I'm going to be. Remember, you can always check out my link right here. You can always scan. If you're interested, I'm hosting now virtual sessions that I have for clients. I pop up other places, especially for my corporates and for my privates. So I thank you so much. And I cannot wait to practice with you again. Until next time, I cannot wait to see you. All right. Yes. I will see you. Remember, yes. Okay. Thanks. Oh, yes. We have to make sure we shout out the special person who makes sure that we are getting stretched out. So thank you to T's Inseparable Trust. All right. Touch. Thank you so much. I'm going to get on out of here and enjoy my weekend. I hope that you enjoy yours. And I cannot wait to practice with you again. All right. Until next time, remember to like. All right. Yes. Be outside on your decks in your backyard. I'm out of here. See you next time.